Well, actually, the banner was born through a chance remark at a meeting, and it went something like this. It might be quite nice to make a banner to commemorate the end of the work done on the sanctuary and moving back into the church and the start of a new era in the church's life. So that's how that banner was born. And surprisingly, there were quite a number of people interested in making a banner. Some were skilled, some were semi-skilled, and some completely unskilled. So the first plan was to arrange to go and visit the banner group over at Leverton, because they've got a banner group over there. And we went over there to get a bit of help and some advice. And we came back with the shape. We came back with the circle, but the circle depicting the world, divided into quarters into which we would put suitable symbols. But over the next few meetings, the intended world became the Methodist symbol of orb and cross. And into the 4 spaces, we wanted to put symbols which symbolize our church. So into the top left hand went the hand of friendship, because all are welcome in our church and all are considered to be as one. The top right-hand one is the dove of peace, and that dove of peace is taking the olive branch out of the church, out into the world, into the town, and into the community. Now, the bottom left took some thought, because we didn't quite know what to put in there, so we were jiggling with scallop shells and letters IHS and hearts and all sorts of things, but we settled for the Christian fish, because we considered that as a church, we are fishers of men. And you will notice that those fish are also swimming out of the building. And the bottom right was no problem, because we knew that we wanted people spilling out of this building, taking God's love and care out into the community. And in the middle of the cross is our church logo embroidered beautifully. So, having decided on the design, we then brought gifts of material, having raided our rag bags and even our wardrobes. There were some large pieces and some scraps and anything that we thought might be suitable. So the cross and the lettering were made from a former beautiful garment. And I forgot to ask which part of the garment it was, whether it was the skirt or the jacket. A piece of embroidered sheer organza suited the bird, and then it was decorated with gold threads. And there were snatches of different materials were ideal for the mix of people, and the fish needed something aquatic. The problem one was actually the held hands, and that was altered several times, different materials and different padding and whatever, and Janet eventually took it home and she came back and it was absolutely just right. And an old sheet forms the backing. The only new material that is the one that on which the symbols are displayed, and that's the same material that's covering our new chairs. So all the rest is old. And the banner is to commemorate the end of one era and the start of another. And we thought it fitting that the new should grow out of that old, like the phoenix rising from the embers. We think of the generations of people that have worshipped in this church over the years, and they have given us a strong Christian base and faith from which to take our church forward today into a new, exciting era.